Suggested that you're not bold enough, that you need to take more risks, and that's just not in your personality. What do you say to that?
I think everybody in the Labour Party, and more generally, is asking themselves this question: do we go back or do we go forward? Do we go back to a system which I don't think was working for millions of people, had baked in inequality, or do we go forward to something that's secure and better? And I mean, as I say, I'll be judged on what I'm saying.
And you've been leader for around 10 months. How do you think it's gone?
Well, a year ago, in the leadership race, people were saying to me, is the Labour Party even going to exist in the future? Are you going to survive? So that was the question I was facing a year ago. Now, the question I'm facing is, when are you going to be ready to win a general election? So I think that tells you that we've made significant progress in the last year.
I want to play you something. We went to Lee this morning, a seat Labour held for many years, lost at the last election. We asked voters what they think of you and what you've done so far. This is what they had to say about your leadership so far.
He's actually quite a weak personality, and I don't think he's as strong as he made out to be in what his beliefs are.
I'm not really a fan of how they seem to put lots of negativity across and yet don't seem to have a solution.
Andy Burnham, I think he is perfect. I think he's hard-working, I think he's honest, and I think he could really do the job.
I still vote for Grundy, yeah. I mean, my dad would really turn his grave for you, because he works in the pits.
So there's a former Labour voter who voted Tory and will vote Tory again. I mean, what do you make of that? Was a fair reflection of what we found, Sakir?
Well, Andy Burnham will be happy about that, there's no doubt about that. But look, we lost really badly in 2019. I went to Lee just a week after the election in December 2019 to talk to communities there, to talk to people on the ground, and there is no doubt that people who had voted Labour for many years are not voting Labour anymore. And in Lee, we need to persuade them to vote Labour again.
You're not doing enough. You accept you're not doing enough.
What I said in my conference speech in Doncaster in September was, Labour is under new leadership. Take another look. But I've never pretended that this was a one-year exercise. It's a 4-year exercise, and I'm very pleased that people are now, that you're challenging me now about whether we're going to form the next government. I want that challenge. I'm up for that challenge. This morning's speech is part of answering the question, where do we go next as a country?